Let's make a beehive cookie. We're going to do this beehive cookie in 3 steps. The first step starts with adding this black on and then coming in with either a spatula, a knife, even your scribe, and just evening it out. We're really just trying to get a little bit of this icing scraped onto the cookie without the cookie kind of showing through. And we don't need to cover a huge portion. You can kind of see this line that indents across the beehive. We don't want to go any higher than that. We don't need to go any higher than that. And then after that base has dried a little bit, you can see it's gone from shiny to matte. Then we can come in for our second step. And our second step is going to be adding some of the layers of our beehive. So the first thing we want to do is create a little door for our bees to get in and out of. And then we're going to outline this section. And this is what I was talking about. You have these indents. That's going to delineate your different sections. After you've outlined it, you're going to come in and fill in with your icing. Now, I'm often preaching, do your outline and then fill in just a little bit. And here you can see me really hitting the edge with my flood, with my fill in right to the outline. And I don't know what to tell you. I follow my rules some of the times. And honestly, it's more important when it comes to a full base of a cookie versus these sections because you have less icing kind of pushing around. Anywho, come in with your scribe, even out the icing, wipe your scribe off, and then grab your mustard yellow icing, and you're just going to pipe on a line. Now, you could leave your line like this. You could. But I want to come in with my scribe, go into the middle of that mustard, and swipe up in a curve, and then I wipe off my scribe and swipe down through the mustard. So we're creating a little bit of dimension on each of our layers. And then we're going to repeat this whole process without creating a little door for the bees on the second section. So you can see where there's 2 indents. We're going to follow that. And I'm just doing the lines first, and then I'm coming in and doing the curve edges of each one. And then I'm going to fill in the section. And I'm going right up against that line. I know I'm breaking my own kind of things that I preach. I should probably practice what I preach, but also I know when it comes to these smaller sections, they're far less likely to overflow because there's only 2 sections it can overflow into where the icing can flow off the cookie. But I'm going to come in with my scribe, make sure I even out my icing. That's the other thing that's going to help to make sure my icing's not going to flow off the edge. The other thing I can do is if you're struggling to get your icing, your outline all the way to the edge of the cookie, and that's something you want to work on, you can use your scribe to help push the icing where you want it to be so you can get close to that edge. It took me a lot of years of practice to be able to get close to the edge and feel very confident with it. So we add our mustard yellow, our clean scribe. I am a clean scribe preacher. Clean off your scribe every single time you use it. We swipe up, we swipe down. Now we're going to work on the top. So we have one final indented section. We do our line there, and then we're going to do a curved line over the top. So this is our smallest section we're going to do. Now, my line almost looks like it fell over the edge of the cookie. What you could do for this, don't be afraid to do this. Scrape off your line, do it again. It didn't go over the edge of the cookie. It was just a trick of the eye. This is the one where I was a little concerned where my line should be because it's the top of my beehive, but the same pattern we do for each of the lower section works on the top. This brings us to section 3 of our cookie. So we set it aside, we worked on all the other beehives we wanted to do, and then we're coming back to it. So you can see it's not fully matte, it's not fully crusted over, but it has dried enough that it's going to keep its dimension. And it has changed its look enough that it's going to keep its dimension. By look, I mean you can compare it to shiny fresh icing, and it's not as shiny anymore. I know it's still shiny, but it's not as shiny. So what you're going to do is repeat the same steps we did for step 2, where we're outlining our section, which is much easier to do now because they're both of the steps we have, both of the sections we have left to decorate are outlined almost completely for us. We just have to do those edges. And then we're going to fill in, we're going to grab our scribe and just even it out, especially along the edges of the other 2 kind of dried sections that sandwich this section we're working on. So we want to make sure we have a nice solid line there. And then after we even it out, wipe your scribe off, grab your mustard icing, and create your line. I had a little blob on the end of it I didn't want to keep, so wiped it off. And then I'm adding my line, and then I'm going to come in with my scribe and drag that mustard up, wipe it off, drag that mustard down and wipe it off. And then I'm going to repeat these steps for the final section. So I do always like to add additional lines. You could argue, hey, you only need to outline the edge of the cookie because you already have a line that's the two filled in sections. But I find I get a cleaner section looking, a cleaner decorating when I add those lines again myself. But I recommend trying it out and seeing if you have a personal preference. It also can be the way that you're decorating the cookie. I've seen many cookiers who are like, no, I don't need to spend time doing that. I have like a very good application. My piping right here, that was a very good application. I don't normally pipe like that. I have shaky hands. My lines don't look very good, and I don't want to have to worry about it. So I add another barrier to it. So I filled it in, I grabbed my scribe, I cleaned it off, and then I put my mustard line on. I'm grabbing my scribe again, swiping up, swiping down, cleaning my scribe off, and that's your Beehive cookie. This is one of 4 cookies in the Bee's Knees cookie set. Download the free guide below to follow along with this video and make these cookies for yourself.